The 7th session of the 8th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Vizcaya will now resume. Mr. Secretary, please determine the quorum.
Good afternoon again, Your Honors. The Honorable Pepito Dizon Balgos.
Always present.
The Honorable Dr. Martin Ilang.
Present.
The Honorable Efren Madjam Kiben.
Present.
The Honorable Flodemonte Santiago Herdan.
Present.
The Honorable Merly Guzman Talingan.
Present.
The Honorable Filma Dulay Bacena Perez.
Here I am.
The Honorable Santiago Ong Dixon.
Present.
The Honorable Primo Percival Jose Marcos. The Honorable Nestor Macaroy Sevilla.
Present.
The Honorable Johnny Bangad Liban.
Present.
The Honorable Dolores Babliing Binuag. The Honorable Rex Sebey Irinan.
Present.
The Honorable Emerline Jane Itig Galanta. And the Honorable Epifanio Lambert Dangilan Galima Jr.
Here present.
Your Honors, based on the roll call, there is still a quorum for the honorable members to proceed.
There being a quorum, session resumes.
Mr. Presiding Officer,
The floor leader.
the Honorable Governor of the Province of Nueva Vizcaya, the Honorable Ruth Padilla is now at the waiting room. May I therefore call on the officers of the 8th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the Presiding Officer pro tempore, the Honorable Efren M. Kiben, the Honorable Assistant Floor Leader, the Honorable Pepito Ping Balgos, and the two gentle ladies of the chamber, the Honorable Dolores Binuag and the Honorable Evelyn Jane Galanta, to please welcome and escort the Honorable Governor into the chamber.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have the honor to present to you the Honorable Ruth Padilla, Provincial Governor of the Province of Nueva Vizcaya, to deliver the State of the Province Address.
Salamat po. Nagalang-galang na Vice-Gobernador ng Panlalawigan ng Nueva Vizcaya, Presiding Officer, Honorable Epifanio Lambert L.D. Calderon Jr. Bago ko po ibigay ang mensahe, parte po ng State of the Province Address, palubusan na ako nakaplaawan dahiti opisyales nga dagitoy tata mga malen. Unaan tayo dagiti religious leaders iti probinsya tayo, pangunuan iti INC District Minister the Reverend Isagani Pabalate of the INC. Adamit kada tayo ako iti District Superintendent North District of the United Methodist Church, Reverend Jonathan P. Brazon. Nandito po ang ating kaagabay, ang ating pong mga mayores ng iba't ibang bayan na sinasakupan po ng ating lalawigan. Nandito po ang Mayor ng Bayan ng Villaverde, the Honorable Attorney Ronnie Valtorillo. Bayan po ng Bagabag, the Honorable Mayor Johnny Severian. Bayan po ng Quezon, at siya po ay nahirang na presidente ng Mayor's League ng lalawigan ng Nueva Vizcaya, the Honorable Mayor Aurelio Salungat. Ang ating pong Mayor ng Bayan ng Aritaw, Mayor Lucita Tan. Bayan ng Cayapa, the Honorable Attorney John Balasya. Bayan po ng Sulano, wala man po ang ating mayor, nandito po si Vice Mayor Alexander Labasa. At ang bayan po ng Alfonso Castañeda, the Honorable Mayor Ani Bawayan. Nandito rin po ang Mayor ng Bayan ng Kasibu, Mayor Alberto Chito Bumulo. Nandito rin po ang dating Mayor ng Santa Fe, the Honorable June Padilla. Jadi, si the Honorable Norma Miguel. Sa atin pong mga Vice Mayors, members of the Sangguniang Bayan, Barangay Captains, and the members of the Barangay Councils, heads of offices, provincial and national, sa atin pong mga kababayan. Siyempre po, ang ating pong membros ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Provincial ng Nueva Vizcaya. Malakas pong palakpak. Distinguished guests, my dear province mates, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon. This is my first official address before the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, my partners at the helm of our beloved province. My appearance today is pursuant to subparagraph 3, paragraph B, section 465 of the Local Government Code, and I read, the provincial governor shall present the program of government and propose policies and projects for the consideration of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan at the opening of the regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan every calendar year and as after as may be deemed necessary as the general welfare of the inhabitants and the needs of the provincial government may require. Although the opening of the regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan was slated last July 1st, I had humbly requested that my presentation be reset to today to enable us to consolidate the issues and concerns of our province that need to be addressed. I come before you today making a dent in history, for I believe that this is the first in the annals of Nueva Vizcaya that your governor is abiding by the regulations embodied in RA 7160, instructing me to put forward for the deliberation of the Provincial Board the plans and programs we strategized upon for the betterment of our people. I stand before you with all due courtesy and respect, recognizing that we are one in purpose, we have one goal, and with that purpose, we can work hand in hand to achieve the spirit of the law, to craft the ordinances we need to further the progress of our country, the progress of our province. Ang pagharap ko sa inyo ngayon ay dahil iginagalang ko kayo at ang ating iisang layunin. At dahil dito, kapit-bisig tayong kikilos upang makabuo tayo ng mga batas na magiging sandigan para sa mas maunlad na Nueva Vizcaya. I stand before you, mindful and appreciative of your strong commitment in carrying out your duties and responsibilities in accordance with your mandate as true servant leaders of progress and growth of the people. I present to you the condition of the province of Nueva Vizcaya based on available data and statistics. As of the census of 2010, the province has a population of 421,335, which is the third largest in the region. Its growth rate was 1.39 for a period of 10 years, ending in 2010, and is expected to double in 50 years. The Provincial Poverty Incidence, based on the National Statistical and Coordination Board, or NSCB, the data has increased from 11.6% in 2009 to 17.0% in 2012. Based on the latest Philippine Human Development Report, which was released in July 2013, it is interesting to note that our provincial per capita income, which was 49,125 in 1997, increased to 62,618 in 2003. However, it declined to 58,155 in 2006, but slightly increased to 59,270 in the year 2009. In the same period, our rank for Human Development Index among 79 provinces in the country jumped from number 14 in 1997 to number 6 in 2003. However, it declined to number 8 in 2006 and 2009, respectively. As of 2010, our forest cover is 181,435.60 hectares, or 56.20% of the total protected forest area. This figure is declining annually by a rate on average of 697.32 hectares. If this is not arrested, an additional 2,092 hectares of forest cover will be lost by 2016. Nueva Vizcaya is rich and in ecotourism destinations. However, many of these sites were not given priority. One example is the Alayan Cave systems, of which Kapisaan is one that would rival the underground river of Palawan. The province is within the path of tropical cyclones and is one of the top high-risk areas in the country for landslides. The province is likewise vulnerable to the impact of climate change. Life expectancy at birth in the province is 67.4 years in 2009. This is the data from NSCB, which is lower than the national average of 72.0 years. Maternal mortality and infant mortality are major problems that are targets of the UN Millennium Development Goal. These problems could be attributed to poor access to quality health services and sanitation facilities. The quality of basic education and job mismatch in the tertiary education system remain as challenges to be addressed. The National Achievement Tests average score in the grade 6 level and secondary level in 2011 to 2012 was 74.99% and 51.0% respectively. The total housing needs for 2010 is estimated to be 12,470. This figure does not include those houses located in flood and landslide-prone areas. Social welfare services and facilities are inadequate. These are evident in the limited number of social workers and families for victims of violence against women and children in the province. Accessibility of agricultural areas and settlements is still inadequate in that only 64.83% of major road networks, national and provincial roads, are all weather roads. The rest are earth roads. Based on the records of the PNP, we had a crime volume from 2007 to 2011 of 7,225 and an average crime solution efficiency of 40.69%. The numbers reveal a shortfall in the maintenance of peace and order in the province. Lastly, our civil service workforce and system has weakened and is confronted with allegations of graft and corruption and violation of protocol. Our response to these challenges is prayers and faith. These are broad strategies designed to alleviate poverty towards a better quality of life, an environment for the Novo Vizcayanos. It is a social contract and a servant leadership governance to our constituencies. To imbibe its spirit, allow me to spell out again its name. P is protecting the environment. R, reforming the provincial government. A, agriculture and food security. Y, youth and sports development. E, education and skills training. R is rural development, which includes rural electrification and industrialization and livelihood, be it micro and SMEs. S is for social services, which embraces the services for people with disability, women, senior citizens, and the marginalized, as well as housing and water supply support. N is for networking and linkages. F, farm to market roads and infrastructure. A, arts and culture. I, indigenous people. T, tourism. And H, health services. It has been 35 days since I assumed office. And although I believe 35 days is too short a span of time to judge the outcome of our overall performance, we have gained some modest victories during this brief stretch. We have laid the groundwork that will serve as the foundation that our programs will be built upon. To name a few, one, we have initiated a customer-friendly People's Day that is held during Thursdays and Fridays. To better serve the Nueva Vizcayanos, we have transferred the venue for our People's Day to the Ammungan Hall. The place is not only air-conditioned for audience support and comfort, but also has ample seating for those who seek audience with our office. And our system of queuing is better organized, with our staff offering some modest amenities. Second, we have rehired a number of casual workers, ensuring the smooth operation of facilities and services such as the Provincial Hospital, the Provincial Jail, and the Lower Magat Ecotourism Park. But admittedly, there are other much greater concerns affecting these facilities that require our attention. Third, we have conducted the Lower Magat Steering Committee meeting in order to rationalize the management and development of the more than 24,000 hectare area towards greening and agro-tourism. On the other hand, an interagency meeting has been convened for the development of the Kapisaan Caves. Another one is we have submitted the 2013 budget to the DBM for review. We salute our Sangguniang Panlalawigan members for the passage of the appropriation ordinance. For the purposes of the 2014 budget, we have reorganized and activated the local finance committee. And soon I shall submit to you the 2014 provincial expenditure program containing the proposed budget for your kind consideration and approval. We have started the reforms in the NVAT, or the Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal Incorporated, steering it towards the direction of a farmer-led agri-trading center. But we would like to welcome any SP proposal to further improve the services of the NVAT. We have reorganized and activated the various bids and awards committees. Tatlo na po ang bids and awards committees. We have a BAC for infrastructure, we have a BAC for goods, and we have a BAC for health and health services. We have restarted the career orientation program in coordination with the Office of the Congressman, together with various national agencies and professional organizations of the private sector. We have also activated and reorganized the Provincial School Board, and in the process, also other special bodies mandated by law. We are in the process putting into detail our prayers and faith, its operational framework and mechanisms, and its priority programs and projects. Soon, we will all be participating in a series of planning workshops to further systematize our 13-point agenda. As stated earlier, these are just small victories. But what lies ahead is the enviable task of seeing these programs through. With your support, we will overcome and surpass the challenges as long as we remain focused on our mission. Thus, I would like to submit the following legislative agenda for your action and approval. 1. The appropriation ordinance for the 2014 local expenditure program. Second, the environment code. Third, the investment code to encourage investment in the province. Fourth, an ordinance regulating quarry operations, defining the qualification of concessionaires to ensure accountability, transparency, and efficiency, not only in the awards of the same, but also in the collection of quarry fees consistent with the provisions of laws and regulations. Fifth, a supplementary measure to reorganize the structure of the provincial government, defining duties, functions, and position qualification standards pursuant to civil service rules and such other laws necessary in making the bureaucracy customer-friendly, professionalized, and imbued with transparency and accountability. Six, the review of the 10-year-old revenue code, whose update every 5 years is mandated by the local government code. 7, the review of the operations of the provincial and district hospitals for the purpose of making them more efficient and patient-friendly, and making the rates more reasonable and affordable, especially to the poor. And 8, an inquiry on the state of the Palayan ng Bayan, the provincial managed water system, and the Lower Magat Ecotourism Park. From time to time, I shall not hesitate to submit to you other legislative concerns as the need arises. Meanwhile, your action on the above recommendations is earnestly awaited. When we all took our oath of office, June 30, 2013, at the beginning of this fiscal year, what we discovered can be likened to a house in disarray, a dwelling place left in disorder. What then are we to do? We do not burn the house to frighten the mouse away. Instead, we need to set our own house in order, to establish and implement the proper reforms so that this house can once more be called a home, our home. The fate of our people and our beloved province lies in our hands. In this light, I humbly beseech you, members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, let us take the high ground and forget what is behind us and strain toward what is ahead of us. Let us together trek this matuwid at malinis na daan and press on toward the goal of furthering the province of Nueva Vizcaya. For this is our home. These are our people. And to you, my dear province mates, we ask you to be patient with us, your chosen leaders. We have long days ahead of us. Hopefully they will be enough to promulgate all the reforms we seek to set in place for your betterment, for our progress, for our province's growth. Pray for us that we diligently serve you in the best way we can. Work with us so that by your strength, we in turn are strengthened. Be with us, and in so doing, we can all share in the glory that lies ahead for our beloved Nueva Vizcaya. Tulungan po ninyo kami dahil ang inyong lakas ang aming kalakasan. Samahan ninyo kami upang sabay-sabay nating pagsaluhan ang matamis na biyaya sa kinabukasan ng mahal nating Nueva Vizcaya. Dawdawatik lang ako kada kayo, nga kaprobinsya ako. We have been here for only 35 days. Hang kayo kumamit nag-expectar, itidakkel kada kami. 1 month and 5 days. But we have already offered to you what we can in the past 35 days. But there will be more. When we made a promise to you, kada kayo amin nga kaprobinsyaan, impromesa mi kada kayo, nga ramidin mi amin iti kabainan mi, tapno in the next 3 years. Nagita amin nga imbagbagami, impromesa mi kada kayo, iti da kami nagpresenta, iti panawen, iti balsingkawen. Those were not promises. We are here, we are serious, and we are working so that we will be able to implement such reforms and programs. Himpunak nga ron iti July 1st. Uray nagado iti programa iti numutibiyang ng gobernadoryo. Uray ado dagiti programang nga suportaran dak dagiti miyembros iti Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Uray dagitoy nga programa sumuporta sapay kuma aming nga 15 mayors, aming nga ili nga saksakupin iti probinsya iti Nueva Vizcaya, aming nga opisyal ngimhaan nga sapat daytoy ako. It is an obligation of each and every Vizcayano. At titinulong tayo, at kakadwa tayo, so that at the end of the 3 years, inikanda kami, iti gundaway ngagsilbi. Inikanda kami, iti talek, sakay kumaapo, ituloy yun ay katalek, dakdakilan nyo, isutuloy nyo, kindakdakil pa'y kuma, iti-itid yung suporta kada kami. Tatno, at the end of the 3 years, we will all be proud to say, daytoy, napintas nga napagbalinan, iti amin nga trabaho tayo, kit trabaho tayo amin. With your full support, my dear members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, led by our very own nagagat na laing nga ama tayo Vice Governor Epifanio Lambert Galima Jr. With your full support and the blessings of the Almighty, I, your Governor, am very confident we shall overcome the odds and we shall succeed. Mabuhay ang Nueva Vizcaya, mabuhay ang Nueva Vizcaya. Naimbag na mali kayo ako.
I move for the adjournment of the session, Mr. Presiding Officer.
It has been moved and seconded that this session will now be adjourned. And it is so adjourned, but may we remain for the closing prayer.
Mr. Presiding Officer, the District Minister of the LDS and the Cristo for Nueva Vizcaya, Reverend Sagani Pabalate, and Reverend Dr. Jonathan Pirazon of the United Methodist Church will give us the closing prayer.
Amang Diyos, Panginoong Banal, kami po ay taus-pusong nagpupuri, naghahandog ng isang panalangin at sumasamba sa iyo. Ikaw ang lumikha ng lahat ng bagay na narito sa lupa at maging nariyan sa langit. Sa iyo nagbuhat ang hininga ng aming mga ilong at ang buhay ng aming kaluluwa. Ikaw ang pinanggagalingan ng mga biyayang natatanggap namin sa araw-araw. Ikaw ang nagbibigay ng aming talino ng kaisipan, lakas ng aming katawan, kaligayahan ng aming mga puso, kapanatagan ng aming mga diwa, at ang pag-ibig sa aming mga katauhan. Patawarin mo kami, Amang Diyos, sa aming mga kasalanan. Lapatan mo ng kalinisan ang aming maruruming puso at isipan, upang malayo sa anumang tungis na siyang nagiging dahilan upang mailayo namin ang aming pagkatao sa iyo. Patawarin mo kami sa paminsan-minsan naming pagkakarisot sa kalsadang aming dinaraanan. Panalangin namin sa iyo, O Diyos, na sana'y magkaroon kami ng sapat na kalakasan upang magampanan namin ang aming responsibilidad bilang ama, ina, anak, kapatid, kaibigan at kapwa. Bigyan mo kami ng tuwing na isipan upang sa bawat sandali ng aming buhay ay walang ilalaman kundi ang paglilingkod sa iyo. Bigyan mo kami ng kapanatagan ng isip sa araw-araw at gabi na siyang magsisilbing paalaala sa amin na ikaw ay buhay na Diyos ng buong sansinukuban. Iligtas mo kami sa mga kapahamakan at ilayo sa mga tukso ng sanlibutan upang sa aming buhay ay mapaglingkuran ka namin na walang bahid ng pagsalansan. Panalangin ang lahat ng ito sa iyong harapan sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming tagapagligtas. Amen.